How goes it, fellow Green Team goers? As promised, we are back for a brand new bout of Radical Retro Turtle Toy Talk. Now, as we know, the Turtles and the forces of the Foot are forever locked in a war of good versus evil. The longer a war is waged, the weightier the weapons are wielded. On the occasion when the Turtles have no choice but to break out the bigger battle gear, one of their options is the ready and reliable Retro Catapult. The first TMNT toy line, as we all know, started up in the late 1980s. Needless to say, complete toys can be hard to come by. While my Retro Catapult in and of itself is complete, I am lacking the box, but by logging onto them internets, the details are never too hard to find. Also, I luckily have the instructions, so why don't we get a feel for the Retro Catapult by putting it together. To rig up the Retro Catapult, we start off attaching the 6 red foot pads on the underside of the sturdy turtle tripod. Then place the trash compactor turtle seat on top of the tripod, making sure the holes in the seat and the center of the tripod line up. To firmly attach the two parts, insert the center column through the 2 holes. Next, we hook on the super spring-powered launching arms. Be sure the launching arms are positioned vertically and carefully line the square pegs up on each side of the column with the square holes in each of the launching arms. Finally, locate the front tripod leg, which is the one with the hole in it, and insert the rotating triple-plated turtle armor by its peg. As the case usually seems to be with Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles vehicles and playsets, the details are more decal and sculpt based rather than having detailed paint jobs. The rotating triple-plated turtle armor has both a couple of decals as well as a turtle shell pattern sculpt. The most detail is on the gross and grubby garbage can launcher. On the outside of the garbage can, slime seeps down the sides with "Stomp the Foot" graffiti. On the top of the rubbish bin is a sticker of a bunch of rancid refuse, including food scraps, an action figure, and in a diminutive detail that I don't think would fly today, 3 cigarette butts. The next bit breaks my heart, as I absolutely hate to speak ill of a turtle toy. However, the idea behind the Retro Catapult doesn't quite pan out as planned. The theory is extremely simple. Set a turtle figure of your choosing in the trash compactor turtle seat, and place their hands as best you can on the center column's handlebars. Pull down the super spring-powered launching arms until the garbage can launcher touches the back of the seat, and then pour an adequate amount of retro mutagen ooze on top of the garbage can. If things worked the way one wishes, you would let go of the garbage can and sling slime at FootClan clowns. Sadly, a self-sliming is the most likely scenario, as the launching arms are not quite strong enough to effectively fling the funk off of the garbage can. Total drag. True enough, the Retro Catapult is extremely simple, and to some people, not all that exciting of a turtle piece. The fact that the action feature doesn't work like it does in the commercials doesn't help matters either. However, playtime is about imagination and innovation. Thus, I still feel the Retro Catapult deserves its own Radical Retro Turtle Toy Talk rundown. Well, I've said my piece, now it's time for you to speak yours. Join the forums now at www.popculturenetwork.com and share in all of our shell-brained thoughts. Pop Culture Network is your hookup for all things of the geek genre. In addition to tons of videos, podcasts, and articles on comics, video games, wrestling, other toys, and everything else you love, Pop Culture Network has a super shui store where you can buy most of these things. Give it a visit today. May we meet again next Monday for a new episode of Radical Retro Turtle Toy Talk. And if you need another fix in the meantime, go to www.radicalretro.com to view previous installments. Stay rad, friends.